Hey guys, it's Amber back again with another Sims 4 speed build. So I know I've been gone for about 4 or 5 months. I am a college student and I do work part-time, so I just honestly haven't had any time during the spring semester. And the time that I did have, I just wanted to sleep. And so I do apologize for that I haven't been uploading. I did try to build around spring break, but everything that I made, I freaking hated. I actually purchased Jungle Adventure around that time, and so I was trying to test out some stuff with that. I was playing the game and all of that, but nothing worked, and so I just ended up scrapping everything that I was working on, and then I was going back to school, so I didn't have any time. So I am sorry for that. I currently am taking summer school, so I'm taking 2 classes and a lab, and I am working, and so I am going to be busy for June and then July as well. But I did have about 2 weeks of free time after my final exams and before summer classes started to record a bunch, so I have about 6 or 7 builds that I've recorded. I'm just in the process of editing them and getting them put together. A lot of them I just need, well, not a lot of them, there's like 2 more that I just need to record the voiceover part for, which is proven to be very difficult. I'm actually recording this on my phone right now, so hopefully this works out. If you're hearing it, then it did work out, so that's good. But I'm trying to record on my editing program, and it's never given me a problem before, and I don't know what's going on, but literally like every single time that I've done a voice recording, it just comes out staticky and glitchy, and it's just not working. So I'm trying to do this on my my phone to see if this will work out. I don't really have any like professional computer equipment or anything like that, so we'll see what happens. If not, then, if I keep running into issues, then I'm probably just going to upload videos without voiceover for a little bit, just because it is kind of time consuming and it's very frustrating. I'm like, I could have everything done, but I don't, because I'm just trying to record the voiceover part. But yeah, so what I'm working on right now, this is a renovated barn build. And I kind of got this idea from the TV show. There's this TV show on Netflix called Schitt's Creek, and there's a character named Mutt who lives in a barn, and it's like nice inside. Well, it's not like super nice, like it's still a barn, but it's like nice-ish inside. And so I was inspired to kind of not recreate, because I didn't really stick to how it looks like in the show, but to create a barn and have it be like kind of renovated. So that's what I've done here. So hopefully you guys like it. I had this idea. It's just kind of like a smaller barn with kind of like an added on shed and porch area. And so the main structure, like the main house, was the original barn, and then everything else would be like built on. And the kind of like theme of it is, or what I have in mind is like this loner bachelor dude lives there. So the interior isn't like the nicest. It's not like super clean or modern or anything like that. I mean, it's a freaking barn. Like I could do something like, what is that called? Farmhouse chic or something, I guess, but I went the other direction with it, which is fine. And so yeah, that's who I kind of envision living here, is a character like Mutt from that TV show. If y'all have seen the TV show, by the way, let me know. It's really funny. I started watching it recently. It's really funny. I really like it. But Mutt is like, he's a very attractive person. Anyway, okay, so yeah, so that's kind of what I was going for with this. And then off to the side, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I do have some items over there kind of by the where the mailbox was originally, and those are Bite-A-Bug items. So I went ahead and just kind of scrolled through and picked out a bunch of items that I thought would go with this build. beforehand, before I started recording, because if I tried to do it while I was recording, it wouldn't happen. There's just too much stuff in Bite-A-Bug. Like, I just don't know. I'm not comfortable with it enough. I don't use it a lot because it is kind of a hassle. And so that's why I did go ahead and, before I started recording, just get all of those items. I really do like it. I think it's an interesting little cheat. But yeah, it is kind of overwhelming whenever you're just looking at it. So my main use for them was to have this like shed that you would put a bunch of crap in, right? And like very barn farmy like stuff. So I found a lot of cool items that I was able to utilize that way. By the way, this lot is in Windenburg. What I do, like 90% of my builds are in Windenburg. But it's in the like isolated lot that's on like that island. I don't know what it's called. But the one that doesn't have any roads around it. I figured that would make the most sense because it's a barn. And so it really shouldn't be just like off the road in some neighborhood, right? So that's where I have it. But you could put it wherever. And this is on the gallery already. So I have already gone through and uploaded this to the gallery. If you wanted to download it, you can just search my origin ID, which is VintageUni, and I'll link everything down below for you guys. Or I don't remember exactly what I named it. I think it's like updated barn or renovated barn or barn renovation or something like that. I don't know, but I'll link it down below so you guys can find it. And I do have some other builds uploaded there as well that aren't necessarily made into videos yet, but they will be soon. Like I said, I have been working on other stuff. I just haven't made everything into a video yet or edited everything completely yet. So there is going to be more coming. I did a little series on renovating some of the starter homes. And I did do one with base game. So that will be coming. And like I said, I did actually purchase Jungle Adventure recently. So I don't know how I really feel about it. I'm kind of disappointed. You know, I really loved World Adventures from Sims 3. That's honestly probably one of my favorite expansions is World Adventures. And I don't know, I just wasn't too impressed by Jungle Adventure. I like the idea of it, but it didn't feel like enough to me. And I know that there's Outdoor Retreat as well, which I don't own, which I do want to own. But it just kind of felt weird to me that they made 2 vacation game packs. Like, I'm like, why not just do one whole vacation expansion? Like, why does it need to be 2 game packs? You know what I mean? I don't know. I was kind of upset about that, but I guess they needed something to make into a game pack. So maybe that was their idea. I don't know. But it's okay. You know, I really liked the build buy items. That was one of my main reasons for purchasing it was the build buy items. You know, I do like the adventuring and exploring and stuff like that. Like, that's really fun. But it just, after a while, it's like, okay, well, I did it. And I know that the temples change and all of that. But at the same time, it's still pretty much the same exact thing. And so, I don't know. There's some flaws to it, I definitely think, but it is a game pack, so it's not going to be like a full-on expansion. Speaking of expansions, I'm curious to see what they're working on. There have been some hints of an island adventure, or not island adventure, island paradise expansion, which I would be welcome to. I know a lot of people are pissed off because they want university, and I was never a huge university person, so I'm not that upset about it. I played University Sims 2. I never got it for Sims 3. It just wasn't my favorite thing. It felt really separate, like a really separate expansion to me. And so I like expansions that you can kind of incorporate into your life more, after I just said that World Adventures was my favorite. But you know what I mean. So yeah, I've never really been a huge fan of University, so I'm excited to see if it'll be Island Paradise. That one, I love that one on Sims 3. The only reason it's not my favorite is because I couldn't fucking play it. It would crash my game. It was such a glitchy, buggy expansion. And I think by the time it came out, they were already moving on to Sims 4. And they were like, yeah, screw it. We're not going to try to fix this. So there were a couple different hacks you could do to help it run better on your system. And I did do those hacks. And it was still just so glitchy. Like I couldn't do anything. Like, scuba diving was one of my favorite things, and it was just like crap. I was like, okay, like this is fine, I guess. And then, but I really did like running the resorts. I thought that was cool. And the houseboats, but I had to freaking delete all my houseboats because that was one of the things that made it not glitchy, was you have to delete your houseboats. And I really liked the houseboats, but I couldn't use them because it just crashed my stupid game. Well, it didn't crash it, but it would like sit there for like a couple minutes just frozen, and it would do that like every 5 minutes or so. I don't know. It was a mess. So hopefully we get something like that. I would purchase that. Well, not at full price. I don't buy anything at full price. Yeah, I'm not buying it at full price, but I will purchase that if that comes out. I'm looking into getting Parenthood, and what's the other one? I want Parenthood, Outdoor Retreat, and Dine Out. Those are the next ones on my list, but I just don't know when that's going to be because I just spent like a bunch of money on school books. So I don't know when I'm going to get that next. But those are what I'm looking at next. You know, I want Parenthood, but I don't do a lot of live mode play anymore. You know, it's just, honestly, it's kind of friggin' boring in Sims 4, at least. It's just not that. It's like you do everything happens too quickly. You make like you get promotions too quickly. You like earn skills points too quick. Like everything just, it's not challenging. It's not, I don't know, it's just not as fun to me anymore. And so, but I did, you know, hear that Parenthood is supposed to help with that. And I do like having kids, so, but I don't know, toddlers are already like a freaking handful, man. Like they have to do a lot of shit. So like, what else are you going to add to that? I don't know. But anyway, so I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this voiceover. There's still some video left and then the screenshots. But hopefully this worked out. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, please subscribe. And if you want to say hi, if you have any feedback or anything, please leave a comment. But yeah, so thank you for watching. Bye.